In about a month, the Baltimore County Police Department will be conducting in-service scenario training in consultation with the Autism Society of Baltimore Chesapeake in order to better respond to situations involving autistic individuals. I'm here at the Patapsco Flea Market, where the first scenario will take place because of a past incident involving an autistic teenager. They are currently in the process of planning this training. Almost half of the people who die at the hands of police have some kind of disability, according to a report published by the Ruderman Family Foundation. This discussion has been more prevalent in light of the Black Lives Matter movement and issues surrounding police brutality. Approximately 1 in 5 young adults with autism spectrum disorder will interact with a police officer before the age of 21, and these encounters can often turn fatal. The Baltimore County Police Department is taking steps toward preventing this through proper training.
Most police officers, if they don't do well in a classroom setting, they don't like just being sat at and watching a PowerPoint. They like being given information and then immediately putting it into practice.
Because of this training is scenario-based to offer a more realistic and hands-on situation over the span of 2 days and 4 different locations.
I wrote a scenario up. Officers, when they come, the ones that are actually playing the police officers, they're kind of set aside. They don't know what they're walking into. Everyone else is kind of staged. Every other part of it is staged. So it's very much like you would get a call for service.
The department seems to think that this process will be the best to better serve the community.
A lot of falsehoods are extinguished, because people all think all police officers are all this way, and we're really not. And if we can meet them halfway, then a number of incidents go down where if force is used, then I just think it's a win-win for everybody.
To incorporate experts' perspectives, the Autism Society of Baltimore Chesapeake was available to help guide the officers toward appropriate responses.
I put together a team I call it the dream team. We have pretty much all the perspectives covered. We have an autistic behavior specialist. We have several parents of Black teenagers, autistic teenagers, and we have one parent who is also a dispatcher for Baltimore County Fire Department.
This team has been working on revising the police training manual and will also be on hand during the scenarios to answer questions.
It's important because autistic individuals are 7 times more likely to encounter the police. The challenge is that every autistic individual is very different. Autism is a spectrum disorder, and so there's no one training that's going to encompass the whole spectrum. And so it's very important that we emphasize to the officers that they need to be patient.
Joy Johnson is an autistic behavior specialist who also has autism herself.
There's certain implicit biases that just kind of are amplified when you're autistic and Black. Certain stereotypes, so people don't even consider autism. They just see angry Black woman or threatening Black man because of the behaviors may look like odd or not what neurotypicals are used to.
Even though she's assisting with the training, Johnson believes it is only a temporary solution and that more needs to be done.
For me, it's just doing this until I can contribute to the action of defunding. Defunding in an aspect of making 911 a better triage system so that they're not dispatched. Part of me training them is letting them know, I don't think you should be there.
As well as training the police, she also thinks the community needs to be better informed.
General information needs to be disseminated into the public to let them know what the operational definition of safety is. So they need to know if you call the police because you're inconvenienced or annoyed, that's not safety. And you shouldn't be doing that because the community calls, they have to show up.
Hopefully with the perspectives from the autistic community, this training will be proven beneficial. Emma Page, GW News.